Oh, hi, I'm Mini Chef. I'm the Showtime sister, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a mini chocolate cake in a mini kitchen. Let's start. So we're going to start by lighting our oven because we want it to be hot when our cake is ready to go in. So that is done. So we're gonna make ourselves some space, and we're gonna start with some chocolate pieces I cut beforehand, and they actually just used to look like this, but they're just little chocolate pieces. But before we use them, we're gonna melt some butter. So I have some butter here, which we are going to use, and I'm just gonna put it in our pot. So I'm just gonna get some butter and put it in our pot. Easy peasy. And now we're gonna light our stove so we can put our butter on top. So now let's put this away. And I have here like a little spatula, and I'm just gonna use it to melt and mix our butter. Okay, so after our butter will be melted, we're just gonna start adding pieces of chocolate into it, and the pieces of chocolate will just melt. And I will put it back on the stove because we want it to melt easier. We're just gonna add more pieces of chocolate. We're not gonna add all the chocolate, so I think just a couple more pieces will do, and then we'll put this aside. So I'm gonna put this a bit more, and then we'll put this aside. And I'm gonna blow out our stove, and now we're just gonna leave our melted chocolate butter aside. And now I have here a bowl with some icing sugar, egg whites, and yolk. Yep, some yolk. So we're gonna start with our egg whites. Just have like 2 little cups of egg whites. There we go. And we are gonna add some icing sugar. So in here I have a little spoon, which I'm going to use to put in our icing sugar. I'm just gonna put in a bit of icing sugar. There we go. There we go. And actually in here I have a mini whisk, which we are going to mix everything together. Okay, now we're gonna add a bit of yolk. So I'm just gonna add a bit of yolk, and then we're gonna mix that again. Okay, so after we finish mixing, we're actually done with this for now. So we're going to put this aside, and we're gonna put everything aside. And now we have another bowl, and I have here some cocoa powder and some self-rising flour. So we're gonna add in a bit of self-rising flour. I'm gonna leave a bit aside just in case. And now we're also gonna add in some cocoa powder. Now we did add sugar before, so we don't really need to. It's optional. Now we're gonna mix those only a tiny bit. Now we're gonna add our chocolate into our self-rising flour and our cocoa powder. Just gonna add that all into it. There we go. Now we're gonna mix that all together. There we go. Now we're going to get our egg, and we're just gonna add a bit of our egg into our mixture, and we're just gonna mix that all together. Now I'm gonna add the rest of our flour into it because it is a bit sticky, and I think our mixture is all ready. And now we're going to prepare our tray. So I actually just used an outside of a candle and like a muffin thingy. So yeah, that's all. But I'm still gonna put a bit of butter on it because we don't want it to stick. So I'm gonna put these aside and I'm gonna get our butter. So I'm just gonna put some butter inside, on the sides, just everywhere so it won't stick. There we go. Just all over the sides and everywhere. There we go. Yep, now we're gonna put this aside and we're going to pour our batter into our tray. So I'm gonna use our little spatula and I'm just gonna pour it into our tray. And we actually don't need much because this is self-rising flour and this will rise, but we don't have much anyway. So yeah, we're just gonna put that all in. There we go. And now I'm gonna smoothen that all out so it'll be nice and smooth. There we go. Yeah, I think our cake is ready to go in the oven. So I have here our little towel because it is hot. So we're gonna grab our handle and just put our cake in the oven. There we go. I think our cake is ready to come out of the oven, so I'm gonna get our little towel and we're gonna just pop our cake out of the oven. There we go. So we've blown out our candles and I'm actually gonna ice our cake with some Nutella, some waffle crumbs, and some icing sugar. So we're gonna start with the Nutella, but first we're gonna put our cake on a plate. So I'm gonna get a plate and we're just gonna pop our cake out. This is gonna be very easy because we used butter. It just comes out very, very easily. There we go. It looks very pretty. Now we are going to ice our cake. Now we're gonna make some space, so we're gonna move this aside and put our cake on the table. And now we're gonna put Nutella on our cake. Now, as you will see, I did add more Nutella afterwards, but yeah, just for now, I'm just gonna put it on the top and on the sides and everywhere. Just on the top. It looks very delicious. I'm gonna put on the sides. All over. There we go. Now I'm gonna put this knife aside. And now we're gonna put some waffle crumbs on our cake. Just a bit of waffle crumbs on the top. I just crushed a wafer and yeah, that's it. Now we're gonna put it on our cake. And to top it all off, I am gonna put some icing sugar. You can't really see this from the angle, but I'm just tapping on some icing sugar. There we go. Just all over. Now, as I told you, I did add a bit more Nutella just on the sides to make it look nice and smooth. I did dirty my fingers a lot. Yeah, there we go. That's our cake all completed. Thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And if you want to see more, go check out my brother's videos. See you next time. Bye.
So stupid. And action, what?
Get it for me. Our candles. I'm Mini Chef. I'm the Showtime sister, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a mini